Hello friends, you are welcome to Jonathan online class. In this class, we are to solve this maths on the board. Of course, by mere looking at the task, you know it is a question taken from indices. So it poses challenge to some students. Then we see the need to tackle such problems. Without wasting time, let us delve into the solution of this particular task. Now, looking at the question, we are asked to simplify 2 raised to the power x minus 2 raised to the power x minus 1 all over 2 raised to the power 3 times 2 raised to the power x minus 8 times 2 raised to the power x minus 1. Now, there are many ways of solving this particular question. But I want to teach you the tips how we can solve it using factorization combined with law of indices. And you can solve this at ease. Just pay attention and enjoy this tip with me. Looking at this now, this means 2 raised to the power x is the common factor. If you look at this, there are 2 raised to the power x here, there are 2 raised to the power x here, so it is the common factor. So, into 1, when you factorize this side, 2 raised to the power x times 1 will give you 2 raised to the power x minus, you come to the other side, this side, you'll be left with 2 raised to the power minus 1. I know you'll be wondering how. Because if you open this bracket, you will still get this. Let's check it out. You have here, if I have 2 raised to the power x times 2 raised to the power minus 1, it will give me 2 raised to the power x plus minus 1, according to law of indices, law of multiplication. So I want to verify this, that when you open this bracket, you get this. So this will give you 2 raised to the power x plus times minus, that is minus 1. So you can see it is the same thing as this. So this multiply this will give you this, and this multiply this will give you this. Okay, all over, you now have them all over. You come to the numerator, to the denominator. This is for the numerator. To the denominator, you have 2 raised to the power 3 here, 2 raised to the power x, 8, 2 raised to the power x minus 1. So you apply the same knowledge. Here, you can now use 2 raised to the power x to factorize as well. So you now have 2 raised to the power x, again, bracket open, factorize this side, factorize this side. 2 raised to the power x times this. 2 raised to the power 3 is of course 8. Then recall that 2 raised to the power 3 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. So this is 8. So bracket 8 minus, come to this side, factorize here by 2 raised to the power x. So you have here 8 minus, let's say 8 dot 2 raised to the power minus 1. This is times. This is what you have. I just want to make clarifications. This is what you have. So when you treat this is what you are going to have. Because 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. And 2 raised to the power s times this will give you, 2 raised to the power s times this will give you this one. Then we come to this side. I have 2 raised to the power x here, 2 raised to the power s times this. You have to simplify this. So what I'm left with 8 times 2 raised to the power minus 1. Remember what we did here in this case. So that will be definitely give us 2 raised to the power x here, bracket 1 minus 2 raised to the power minus 1 is 1 over 2. Remember that if you have x raised to the power minus 1, it is 1 over what? X. Okay, so this is 1 over 2. All over, here I have 2 raised to the power x, bracket 8, Then 8 times 2 raised to the power minus 1 is what? We give you, this here will give you minus 8 over 2. How? Because 2 raised to the power minus 1 is 1 over 2. So when you have 8 times 1 over 2, that will give you what? 8 over 2. And of course it is 4. Hope you are getting the point. So that is the magic there. So in this case, so this will give us this. Because this means 8 times 1 over 2. Because 2 to the power minus 1 is 1 over 2. So 8 times 1 over 2, which is 8 over 2, which is 4. So finally, we see that we have, at this point now, we have 2 power s here, 2 power s here. Of course, you know they will cancel out because this is multiplying, this is multiplying. So they can divide, cancel out. So this cancels this. You see, eliminated. So we are left with this 1 minus half. Of course, you know that 1 minus half will give you, when you have 1 minus half, 1 minus half will give you what? Half. All over, that's for here. 1 minus half here will give you half. 1 over 2. All over, you come to this place. Of course, you know that half of 8 is what? 4. So 8 minus 8 over 2 is like saying 8 minus 4. And you get what? 4. Because this will give you 4. So we now have 1 over 2 divided by 4 simply means 1 over 2 times 1 over 4. And that will give us what? 1 over 8 as our final answer. Because when you have 1 over 2, we have 1 over 2 here divided by 4. 1 over 2 divided by 4 will just be 1 over 2 times 1 over 4. That's what is become. And this gives you 1 times 1, 1, 2 times 4, 8. So our final answer here, which is the equivalent to the value of the unknown there, is what? 1 over what? 8. Very simple. So you can see the tips. We use factorization, match it to law of indices to arrive at this answer without very long process. Though it appears to be technical, but when you have the full knowledge of indices and the full knowledge of factorization, you can tackle similar challenges, no matter how complex it appears. Thank you for paying attention to this class. For more of this, visit my YouTube channel at Jonathan Online Class. There you subscribe for notifications, like, share, and even comment or drop your questions. You can also join and follow me at my Facebook page or at Jonathan Online Class. Like me or even at TikTok.